by saying thanks to my YouTube subscribers and my Facebook followers. So let's start our today videos, which is named by the topic, which is named by scientific notation. As my last all videos were about English lessons, but today I make a step towards physics. As the name of my channel is All in One Learner, so I should only I should not only make a lecture about English, but I should make a lecture about different things. So today my this lecture is about scientific notation. What's scientific notation and what's the usage of scientific notation? First, let's start from the usage of scientific notation. How should we use scientific notation? Why we use scientific notation? The answer is that we have a large numbers, such as if we study about mass of Earth, if we study about mass of nucleus, mass of proton, electron, etc. So we can't write such big numbers as there are one number which may have 21 zeros, which may have 30 zeros, which may have 50 zeros, but we can't write it has all number. But for the shortness of the big terms, we use scientific notation. So now let's come toward the definition of scientific notation. How should we define it? So scientific notation. In scientific notation, we express the given number has some power of 10. So in scientific notation, we express the given number has some number of 10. For example, if we have a number such as 86,000 or 85,000 or 1 lakh, let's talk about 86,000. Has 86,000, how should we convert it in scientific notation? How should we convert? That we will learn from the next step, which would be about the rules for scientific notation. Now let's study how we short this number had 6,000 in scientific notation. So we will write it as 8.6 multiplied 10 raised to power 4. But how we wrote this, we will learn from the next step, which would be about the rules for scientific notation. So how should we represent the scientific notation? Representation or represented by? How the scientific notation is represented by? So the representation of scientific notation is A multiplied 10 raised to power n. What's A? What's n? Has it n? Everybody knows. But what's A? What's n? A is equal to number. A is equal to number. But what's the n? N is equal to power. So A is number such as at 6008, A 8.6. A is 8. What's n? Power. 8.6 multiplied 10 raised to power 4. So 4 is power. So now let's come towards the rules of scientific notation. So keep with me, keep watching my videos. So now let's come towards the rules for scientific notation, that how should we write a number in scientific notation, and what is the rules of scientific notation. There are three mainly used rules for scientific notation. As the first one is move the decimal point until one non-zero digit comes. Move the decimal point until one non-zero digit comes. Then count how much you moved the decimal point, and that would be the power of 10. Such as in an example, there's written 76,000. Now suppose let's move the decimal point until one non-zero digit comes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.6. Here we will move the decimal point. Then we will count that how much we moved the decimal point, and that would be the power of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we moved the decimal point to 4 digits. So 4 is the power of 4 is the power of 4 is the power of this number, because we moved the decimal point 4 times. We moved the decimal point 4 times, and because that's why 4 is the power of this number. Now let's come toward the second rule. What we learned from second rule: if we move the decimal point towards left, then the number will be larger. It means if you move the decimal point towards left, the number would be larger. How? Let's learn from example. 76,000, let's convert into scientific notation. 76,000 is equal to 7.6 multiplied 10 raised to power 4, as we already done. 76,000 here, the power is moved towards left, its left side. So the number is larger. 7.6 multiplied 10 raised to power 4. Now what's the third point? Towards right. It means if we move the decimal point towards right, the number will be smaller or small. The number will be small. Let's learn from example 0.00043. Let's convert it into what? It into decimal point. It into scientific notation. So 0.00043. Here is the decimal point, and there we can't move the decimal point towards left because there is no non-zero digit. So but at the right side there is one or two non-zero digits. Let's move it towards the right side. As already we studied, if we move the decimal point towards the right side, then the number would be what? Negative, smaller. So how in conversion we saw that 4.3 multiplied 10, we get that 4.3 multiplied 10 raised to power 4 minus 4. 4.3 multiplied 10 raised to power minus 4. It means 4 times we move the decimal point towards right, and that's the power of number, and it's the negative in minus. Why? Because we move it towards right. If we move towards left it would be positive, but we move towards right it would be negative. So it was my video which was about scientific notation. So keep with me, keep watching my videos, subscribe my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook channel for more useful videos. Thank you.